Viewers, the Bharatiya Janata Party has scripted history in West Bengal, and once again the vote chori debate is back in focus. Political temperatures are soaring as fresh allegations and counter allegations dominate the discourse. Mamata Banerjee is speaking. Let's listen.
আমরা কিন্তু হারিনি, আমাদের 100 সিট জোর করে লুট করা হয়েছে এবং আমি সরি টু সে দিল্লি থেকে কায়দা করে প্রেসকে ফার্স্ট রাউন্ড কাউন্টিং হওয়ার সাথে সাথে ঢুকিয়ে দিয়েছে। আমি আগেই আপনাদের বলেছিলাম, আমার ভিডিও আপনারা দেখে নিন তার দুদিন আগে, যে ওরা কিন্তু প্রথমে বিজেপি এরিয়া দিয়ে শুরু করবে।
Now, the outgoing Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is now conducting a press conference, and she is saying that I have not been defeated in Bengal because almost 100 seats were looted from us.
Of this election,
Minister Mamata Banerjee is saying that Chief Election Commissioner became the main villain during this election in West Bengal.
To look the democracy after voting EVM machine, and to look like EVM machine. How it is possible? Can you tell me that after voting EVM machine, 80 to 95% is a charge? How it is possible? Before 2 days of election, 2 days of election. By please, before 2 days of election, they started arresting our people like anything. They started raid in everywhere, and they changed all the IC to OC to SDO to DM to IPS, all IPS, IS. WBCS, WBPS, all they changed. And they selected from their party, and BJP played a game directly with the election commission. It's a betting, you can say, the got up betting between BJP and the election commission. We fought against the all machinery, where Prime Minister and Home Minister is also involved. Directly interference. SIR, they deleted 90 lakhs names from the voter list. And when we went to court adjudication, 32 lakhs were included. But do you know that after that, the 7 lakhs what was deposited together, that is also included? But nobody knows that. So how they play the dirty, nasty and mischievous games. I have never seen this type of election in my life. From the beginning, in my student life, I have seen so many elections. Even 2004 also, when I was only alone, there also I have not seen this type of atrocities. When we are students, we came to know 1972, বাহাত্তরের সন্ত্রাস, কিন্তু আমরা নিজেরা চোখে দেখিনি, তাই আমি বলতে পারবো না। কিন্তু এই সন্ত্রাস সব সন্ত্রাসকে চালিয়ে গেছে। These atrocities is atrocious terrible. I am grateful to all my India team's leader. Sonia ji rang up me, Rahul Gandhi rang up me, Arvind Kejriwal, Uddhav Thackeray, Akhilesh Yadav, Tejaswi, Hemant Soren Yadav, Jharkhand Chief Minister, all the allies of United Indian Alliance, they said we are totally, absolutely with you. I think our solidarity will be united and strong for the next days. Akhilesh requested me to come today itself, but I said you come better tomorrow. So he's coming tomorrow, and one by one everybody will come. And then I told you that my target is very clear. I will strengthen the India team just like a small person. And now I don't have any chair, so I am a commoner. So you cannot tell me that I am using your chair. I am now free bird. I gave full life for service to the people. Even these 15 years, I have not withdrawn one paisa of pension or I have not taken one paisa of salary also. But now I am free bird. So I have to do some work. That I will manage to do it. And our party will see they started torturing all of our people. Even scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, they are not spared. One little girl is working with me. Scheduled caste family. Her family was ground from last night. She is having one daughter. They have their daughter-in-law, newly married. BJP said, we will rape you. And her grandma is about 92 years old. She became ill, but they are not allowed to take water, even drinking water, from the outside. From Bhangor to Barasat, Barasat to Degonga, Degonga to Kolkata, Kolkata to North Bengal, North Bengal to Jungle Mahal, all area, South Bengal to North Bengal, Bardhaman to Birbhum. BJP, along with goons, started atrocities, and they think that some people may go for their bindings, but heartily they are not. And please remember that police is totally inactive. আমরা যখন প্রথম জিতেছিলাম, আমি বলেছিলাম কারো উপর যেন কোনো অত্যাচার না হয়, বদল চাই, বদলা নয়। আমরা কিন্তু সিপিএম এর একটা পার্টি অফিসে হাত দিইনি, আমরা কোনো অত্যাচার করিনি। আমি রবীন্দ্রসঙ্গীত আর নজরুল গীতি গাইতে দিয়েছিলাম। আর 3 দিন ধরে বিজেপি যে অত্যাচার করছে, সিআরপিএফ, এটা জওয়ান বাহিনী না গুণ বাহিনী?
Mamata Banerjee is now saying that when we came into the power in 2011, that time we clearly stated that we wanted a change, not revenge. That is the reason why I clearly instructed all of my party workers not to torture anyone, because I just wanted change, not revenge. But now they are torturing us since last night. Around CAPF, BJP persons are doing all these atrocities we are facing since last day, and they have been torturing us with the help of CAPF.
Withdrawn. That time I was getting about 13,000, and my 5 round was left out. And that round is also my ward and Bobby ward. We should have get more than 32,000. Then the candidate BJP itself went there inside along with 200 CRPF and 200 outsiders good. And then they beaten our people. Even the women were not spared, and they snatched all the 17 seat form. When I came to know, I started going there. First, they stopped my car in the Jogubajar area, but I moved from the other way. When I entered, the CRPF said, no, you are not allowed to go. I said, I am a candidate. You are not allowing me. You are not allowing our candidate, our agent. So it is going on one-sided. Then, written I complained to RO that it should be stop counting right now unless the restoration is over. Restoration normal is restored. Then Randhir came. I told Randhir, the DO, I know he gave a message to somebody before 15 days ago. Chuna counting mein khel hoga. That I am having with me. I told him, can you do like this? Even nobody is from our side. My official agents are not allowed. I am not allowed. I went inside for few minutes. They kicked me in my belly. They kicked me in my backside. and they abused, physically manhandled, assaulted, and you cannot imagine what happened because that time CCTV was off. So far I know, I have seen the CCTV footage from inside the room. Then I was sitting there, I said, unless and until the counting is started, the normalcy is restored, I will sit here as a candidate. I have seen the data bank area, all the BJP candidates and with 200 tools, they are operating their data. Then they just thrust me, thrown me out from the counting station. धक्का देके देके मार के निकाला. As a woman, I feel it is not only the insultation. I am as a human being, how they misbehave with me. So I can guess the other candidates, how they are being tortured. And the workers. Party is solidly with them and all the United India leadership, they are also together. We will bounce back, we will fight this battle. But whatever this government of India's direct interference and to control the autocrat system, to finish the democratic system, the brutal murder of democracy. In this line they won in Maharashtra, in Bihar, in Haryana and other states. They were not able to fight it out. But we fought it just like a tiger. And we will fighting. And we will be fighting. All we are together. They are insisting so many of our workers to join BJP. I don't mind for that. For their safety they may. Today they will be, tomorrow they may not be. So now we have decided that against of election commission or the what mechanism they have been used. Our strategy we will not let you know now. That we will discuss later on. We are taking action. But what action? That required discussion. That's why our confidential strategy we are not going to disclose. This is number one. Number two, we have decided to set up a fact-finding committee with 10 members along with 5 MPs and others. They will visit all the tortured area. Even they captured all of our party offices. Even they went to capture Trinamool Congress, our headquarters also yesterday. In Abhishek's office also, they started this brick biting and all this. Stone biting, brick biting, brick batting. And they should have realized that if you want portfolio also, there is a system. We have enough members along with us. They are elected. You cannot start torture like this. If you torture with the people, along with by all the party workers and the others, all community, caste, creed, religions, please understand, when you won't be power at center within a day, you have to face the same battle. History will repeat itself. It's a black history what happened for Bengal yesterday. We condemn the attitude of the villain election commission, biased. He has done everything. Even we came to know, I do not know whether we are sure or not, we are collecting information. The message came to us from his control office, Delhi. They hijacked the counting center also. This is most unfortunate. This is not only unfortunate. I think that this message should go to everywhere. So that our people are staying all over the world, let the message should go to the people. So let them know the atrocities. ওরা এমনি জিতলে আমার কোনো অভিযোগ থাকতো না, জিততেই পারে, নির্বাচনে হার জিত আছে, কিন্তু সেটা তো নয়। আমরা তো হারিনি, জোর করে পোর্টফোলিও তুমি ক্যাপচার করেছো টোটালটা। যখন আমরা প্রায় 200টা সিটে এগিয়েছিলাম, একতরফা মিডিয়ার ক্যাম্পেইনের পর ওরা স্টার্ট করেছে টর্চারিং বাইরের লোককে। and CRPF just like goons, every counting center they didn't allow the press media, they didn't allow the CCTV footage, they didn't allow the candidate to go enter. How they misbehave, we don't have any respect for them. I'm sorry. The central forces can behave like this. I have never seen. I have seen Rajiv Ji's government. I have seen Manmohan Ji's government. I have seen Atal Ji's government. I have seen Vishwanath Pratap Ji's government. I have seen Devgura Ji's government. I have seen I.K. Gujral Ji's government. I have seen the others also. But I have never seen this type of atrocities. It is atrocious, terrible. There is no limit of atrocities. If it is going on, I think their image will be worst. It is already. They cannot show their face. It is not the proper way of democracy. Democracy, there is a courtesy. You have forgotten the courtesy. Torturing the people. And what do you want? That only one party rule will rule the country. No opposition, nothing. Nobody. So this I want to say to all of you on record. And parties already, we are solidly together. All the party leaders are working together. Though they are being tortured, they are being attacked, their house is being attacked, their workers are being tortured. Already Belegate have seen that diet, they killed also. They are threatening to rape the women. Can you imagine a party who are ruling the central government? Can they do like this? Can they behave like this? Even I must say that when judiciary is not there, when election commission is biased, when government of India wants only one party rule, then how the people will get justice? It's the same for everyone. The wrong message is going to the world that you cannot fight democratically. All you are capturing forcefully. And narrative and negative, you have enough money. Betting management. So we will bounce back. We will fight it out. We only want to request you, don't show us, but please see that atrocities is stopped. It should be our request to all of you. Because you media is also, I know I don't blame the journalists, but they control the media. So reality bites, that we don't say the truth. If you don't tell the truth, then you have to opt the other way. So that message should go to everyone. Peacefully, but our voice. We have so many systems. Nowadays, world is one. So we will be fighting for that. This is only our, at present our present meeting with the press, because I never met you yesterday just with the Halla Golla 1-2 minutes, because they are just touching me at that time. You have seen how they get out me. They didn't allow me even to move freely. Even when I was coming back, then also 20-30 CRPF, everybody you have the photo. how they are thrashing me, how they are just throwing me out. So I will thanks again, many thanks to মামাটি মানুষকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই, জিন্দাবাদ জানাই, যারা আমাদের ভোট দিতে দিয়েছেন, কিন্তু এদের অত্যাচারের জন্য আপনাদের ভোটটা হয়তো অনেক জায়গায় আমরা রক্ষা করতে পারিনি, তার জন্য আমরা ক্ষমা প্রার্থী। ক্ষমা যাদের চাওয়া উচিত তারা তো ক্ষমা চাইবে না, আমরা তার জন্য ক্ষমা চাইছি। এইটুকু আপনাদের বললাম, বাদ বাকি ডে টু ডে উই উইল ডিসাইড আওয়ার স্ট্র্যাটেজি। এই পর্যন্ত আপনাদের কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন থাকলে ওয়ান বাই ওয়ান জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারেন। ইয়েস
दीदी, मेरा सवाल पहला यही है, क्या आपको किसी तरह से पश्चिम बंगाल विधानसभा में फिर वापस देखा जा सकता है?
I am not going there. Even if I want also, I should not, because मैंने चेयर को केयर नहीं करते हैं। I want to continue as a less important person. I told you so many times. So I don't care chair. I only care people.
दीदी, जिस तरह से इंडिया अलायंस के सारे मेंबर जिसका पहले आवाज उठाए थे कि महाराष्ट्र में, हरियाणा में वोट चोरी हुआ है, ईवीएम वीवीपैट में स्लिप बदला गया है, क्या बंगाल में भी इस तरह से फिर
बंगाल में और थोड़ा ज्यादा हुआ, क्यों? हम लोग जैसा फाइट किया इंची टू इंची, इतना फाइट हम लोगों ने किया जिंदगी मौत को सामने रख के। तब भी अगर हमारा फाइट तो बीजेपी का साथ नहीं था, हमारा फाइट था इलेक्शन कमीशन का साथ। और अगर इलेक्शन कमीशन बेच जाए, अगर जुडिशियरी से कोई जस्टिस ना मिले, अगर इतना लोगों को लॉजिस्टिकल नाम पे निकाल दिया जाए, वन साइडेड इलेक्शन ऑफिसर लोग काम करे, स्विच ऑफ कर दे, ईवीएम मशीन कैप्चर करे। आप हमको बताइए, जब लोगों ने वोट देता है मशीन में, उसका चार्ज, बैटरी चार्ज 40 का नीचे उतर जाता है, लेकिन 1995 कैसे हुआ? कैसे हुआ? आई एम रेजिंग द क्वेश्चन। Why they snatched our paper? Why they didn't allow our counting agent and me to attend the counting? Why they tortured the people and directly with the help of CRPF and the election officers? They were threatening inside. I have seen. They were threatening the RO in presence of me. But please remember, I have every document with me. Because at that time, I sent all my information to Bengal CEO. First, I have written a letter, then they snatched this paper from me. Then I have written second letter to RO at about 4 o'clock. They didn't give us AC receipt, but not only me, the other candidates also. But no justice. When DO told me that, Mamata ji, आप आपको एजेंट को बुलाइए, वो तो पास ही नहीं है, उसका पास सब छोड़ के छीन लिया। हम बोला कैसे घुसेंगे? तो बोला हम पास बना देते हैं, आप बुला लीजिए। Then I said, okay, you give me 2 hours time so that I can call my people. I waited. Then our people came. CRPF didn't allow to enter. Number 2, who are there present? I said, okay, who are not present, I can see as a counting agent. That cooperation also can do. Then they धक्का मार के हमको उधर से निकाल दिया। हमारा इलेक्शन एजेंट को इतना मारा, काउंटिंग एजेंट को, सबको मारा, 5-6 पार्टी को मारा। So they also complain. लेकिन कंप्लेन किसको करेंगे? वो तो पूरा परचेज है ना, सेलेबल कमोडिटीज। यही हुआ बंगाल में। बंगाल का असली चेहरा और कोई अलग है, लेकिन जो चेहरा निकाला ए इलेक्शन कमीशन, बीजेपी एंड गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, ऑल सेंट्रल फोर्सेस का एक जॉइंट टायो कॉम्बिनेशन का साथ हम लोग को लड़ने पड़ा।
আপনার পরবর্তী পদক্ষেপ কি থাকবে?
এটা আমরা পার্টিতে ঠিক করব ভাই, আমি তো একা নই, একটা পার্টি আমার সাথে আছে ফুল। আমরা আসামেও কালকে একটা সিট জিতেছি, তারপরে ওখানেও অত্যাচার করতে শুরু করেছি, সুস্মিতা দেব আমাকে জানালো। পরবর্তী স্ট্র্যাটেজি আমরা পার্টিতে বসে ঠিক করব। আপনারা টাইম টু টাইম জানতে পারবেন, চিন্তার কোনো কারণ নেই। কেন, কিসের জন্য? আমরা তো হারিয়ে নিয়ে যাবো। হারলে আমি যদি শপথ দিতে যেতাম তাহলে আমি রেজিগনেশনটা করতাম। এখন তো কোয়েশ্চেন ডাজন্ট অ্যারাইজ। জোর করে দখল করে যদি কেউ মনে করে যে আমি কি রেজিগনেশন দিতে হবে, নো, নট দ্যাট। Now also I want to say that we didn't lose the election. It is their forceful attempt to defeat us. Officially they may, through election commission, can defeat us. But morally I am telling you that we won the election. কি বলেছিলেন শুনুন, রাজনীতিতে অমিত শাহ বলেছিলেন সবাইকে দড়িতে করে ঝুলিয়ে পেটানো হবে। আগে তাকে জিজ্ঞেস করুন, তারপরে অভিষেক ব্যানার্জি উত্তর দেবে। আর পেশটা আমি করছি, অভিষেক ব্যানার্জি করছে না। যারা জিজ্ঞেস করার আমাকে জিজ্ঞেস করুন।
বিজেপির বক্তব্য হচ্ছে 2021 সালের নির্বাচনের পর ভয়ঙ্কর সন্ত্রাস হয়েছে।
কোনো সন্ত্রাস হয়নি, সব মিথ্যে কথা। এনআইএ থেকে শুরু করে একটা চকলেট বোম ফাটালেও কতবার 355টা টিম পাঠিয়েছে বাংলায়। এখন হিউম্যান রাইটস কোথায়? শিডিউল ট্রাইব কমিশন কোথায়? উইমেন কমিশন কোথায়? চিলড্রেন কমিশন কোথায়? কোথায়? ঘুমোচ্ছে কুম্ভকর্ণের মতো নাক ডেকে? লজ্জা থাকা উচিত, নির্লজ্জ, বেহায়া। हाँ, वो मीटिंग करके करेगा। ये कोई हमारा पार्टी बीजेपी का माफिक नहीं है, जो इंस्ट्रक्शन देता है होता है। हमारा पार्टी हमारा डेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम फॉलो करके करते हैं।
दीदी, क्या आपको लगता है कि कुछ कैंडिडेट ने सबोटाज किया है?
नहीं किया है, कोई कैंडिडेट सबोटेज कभी अपन को नहीं कर सकता है। आप लोगों ने सबसे ज्यादा सबोटेज किया है फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग, फ्रॉम द मॉर्निंग।
দিদি, আপনি ইন্ডিয়া জোটের কথা বললেন, আগামী দিনে কি এরকম হওয়ার সম্ভাবনা আছে? কংগ্রেস এবং তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস এক হয়ে গেল।
এসব আপনাকে তো আমি স্ট্র্যাটেজি বলতে যাব না, প্লিজ। স্ট্র্যাটেজি will be discussed within our party members, but united alliances for all the political parties. So thank you very much. So आपको मिल जाएगा इंफॉर्मेशन। थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक्स अ लॉट। हाँ, निश्चय 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 निश्चय। नीट चल
All right, so that was the first press conference of Mamata Banerjee after her party TMC lost the West Bengal elections to the Bharatiya Janata Party. She said that it was a forceful attempt to defeat us, but morally it is TMC that won the elections. And Mamata Banerjee also launched a blistering attack on the centre, on BJP, on the election commission. She said BJP wants one-party rule, and she has said that the opposition together is going to bounce back. In fact, she also leveled some very serious allegations. She claimed that she was kicked in the belly, backside, and she was thrown out of the counting center yesterday. My colleague Pranesh is now joining us live right now for more on this. Pranesh, this was the first press briefing by Mamata Banerjee, and one thing is clear, that she's not really ready to accept people's mandate.
And I have Navita with me. Navita, Mamata Banerjee held a press conference. You know, people thought that at the end of it, she would say that I'm going to the Raj Bhavan, will tender my resignation. To everyone's surprise, she says, I will not resign.
Constitutional crisis, in other words, an election has taken place, constitutional process has been followed, democracy has the right to throw in a new option. People choose whoever they have to choose. This statement alone needs to be questioned. For which side of the Constitution does this statement actually lie? There has been a mandate that has been given. There have been elections that have taken place. I'm sure if Mamata Banerjee feels that there have been irregularities, all the courts in the country are open for any petitions she may want to file. But to make a statement that I will not resign, I will not step down, is to my mind extra constitutional. It blows completely away from what these parties in the India Alliance stand for and stood for, which is constitutional propriety. Rahul Gandhi carried around a copy of the Constitution in his pocket. Today, Mamata Banerjee says she's been in touch with all India Alliance leaders. If this is the ultimate decision and conclusion that she's come to, I'm looking at a constitutional crisis. I don't know, it would be extremely embarrassing for the courts to step into a situation like this, having to make a chief minister resign to follow the constitutional norms. And to my mind, if this is not a constitutional crisis, what is?
This is unprecedented in, on many counts. Like you said, it flies in the face of the constitutional morality, propriety, what have you, because Mamata Banerjee also invoked the likes of Rahul Gandhi, Akhilesh Yadav, the so-called constitutional saviors. And he said, we've had a conversation, they're all backing me.
Well, I'm sure, standing together, having an alliance, having like-minded parties beside you is absolutely as per the Constitution. There's nothing extra constitutional about that. They can all stand together. But the Constitution provides for elections every 5 years in normal course. Those elections conducted by a constitutional body, the Election Commission, have taken place. And to top it all, this is the first election in Bengal where there has been no violence, there has been no loss of life, and was being called a commendable election to hold as a demonstration that normalcy and democracy can go hand in hand, even in West Bengal, despite past track records. Having gone through that whole process, having 93% of a voting percentage of people eligible for voting, to now actually say I'm not resigning is to insult the mandate of the people. The mandate of the people who chose a government according to their likes and dislikes, and that is democracy.
And this is quite extraordinary because I think many in the TMC also did not see this coming, because had they known that Mamata would put up such a stand in public, like Mahua Moitra put out a tweet this morning, she said, we accept the mandate. If the people in Bengal wanted BJP, they have got BJP. So other members of the party did not see this coming from Mamata Banerjee.
Well, I don't know, but we will have to speak to constitutional experts. Will the governor have a role to play now? After all, she was a caretaker chief minister while the elections were going on. Even today, till the Election Commission hands over the list of all winners to the President of India, it is that position, the caretaker position. If a chief minister post-elections is unwilling to give her resignation.
We have a reaction from the BJP. I think Priyanka Tibrewal is now joining us on the phone line. Ms. Tibrewal, Mamata Banerjee won't resign.
See, Mamata Banerjee has not only lost the election, but she has also lost her mind. Okay, I was telling from the very beginning that some medicine is required. She needs to get her checkup done. I have nothing to say. I'm lacking words. They have lost their complete dignity. After the kind of mandate people have given, she should have just kept quiet, because I think she shouldn't have spoken. This is not required. People have threw her out of Bengal. She has not just lost the elections. People have shown her that there is no space for her and Trinamool in Bengal. The way CPM has diminished, the way CPM is completely nowhere present, now Trinamool will also not be present anywhere.
No, but having said that, Ms. Tibrewal, what would the BJP do? Will you petition the governor first, write to the president, approach the courts?
BJP is well aware of their rights, and whatever the party will decide, they'll do that. If it is required, so in a very constitutional way, बोला जाएगा, constitutionally धक्का मार के हटाया जाएगा.
प्रियंका जी, आप कह रहे हैं constitutionally धक्का मार के हटाया जाएगा. Pre-poll campaign rhetoric एक चीज है, और इलेक्शन मैंडेट हो, वो भी जब ऐसा ओवरवेलमिंग वर्डिक्ट हो, उसके बाद ऐसा बोलना, क्या आप ये एक्सपेक्ट कर रही थी ममता बनर्जी ऐसा कह देंगी कि रिजाइन नहीं करूं?
जिनको लिहाज शर्म लज्जा कुछ नहीं बचा, वो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन ये जो सड़क छाप राजनीति है, जो इनकी ममता बनर्जी को आदत है, वो अब नहीं चलेगी. लोगों ने अपना पूरा समर्थन जो है वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ भाजपा के साथ दिखाया है, तो गद्दी तो छोड़नी ही पड़ेगी, वरना धक्का मार के हटाएगी जनता.
ओके गद्दी तो छोड़नी पड़ेगी वरना जनता धक्का मार के हटाएगी, says Priyanka Tibrewal of the BJP. Thank you, Ms. Tibrewal, for speaking to Times Now. We're also trying to get in touch with leaders from other opposition parties, like-minded parties of the TMC parties named by Mamata Banerjee, the Congress, Samajwadi Party, DMK, Shiv Sena, Uddhav faction, because Mamata says they are all backing this. Has she specified her decision to, the party chiefs? I don't know. Is Rahul Gandhi in endorse? Will he support this? Does he endorse this kind of? Because Stalin, just a while ago, this morning, went to Raj Bhavan, submitted his resignation. So, it's not as if all the chief ministers who've lost, and 2 chief ministers have lost states and seats, Stalin has resigned. So, Hina will have to wait and watch how this follows. But this is extraordinary, really. A constitutional crisis brewing.
Absolutely. It is unprecedented what she has said because, in the beginning, she seemed to suggest that she's going to be on the streets. She's a free bird now. She does not have a chair. But towards the end, she says, why should I resign? I have not lost election. So clearly, the situation is getting a little unprecedented in Bengal. Stay on with us. We have my colleagues Shivam as well as Hridita live with us right now. Hridita, to you first. What's really happening? Mamata Banerjee, it seems, is not going to submit her resignation to the governor, will not be following the process?
Well, absolutely. You see, after yesterday's defeat, Mamata Banerjee on the 13th round of counting, she came back to her residence and then she did not come back. But given to the ritual, she had to go ahead to the Lok Bhavan yesterday and give her resignation. But as of now, it has already been more than 24 hours that Mamata Banerjee has not given out her resignation. Given to that, she has held a press conference jointly with Abhishek Banerjee and other leaders of the party like Chandrima Bhattacharya, Derek O'Brien, Firad Hakim and other leaders who were there. And she says that I am a free bird now. I was a street fighter. I will be back to the street. And she also goes on to saying that I am not going to resign. There is no question of me going to the Lok Bhavan then. So this is becoming unprecedented. At one side, when we see the BJP is all set to form their government here, 9th there is the oath-taking ceremony. The cabinet after that will be formed by the 11th. On that other side, we see Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, who had to resign by today, has given up on her words and stating that I am going to send a fact-finding team of 5 members now in the violent affected area and check what has been going on. And at this moment, I am not going to resign. She also goes on to thanking the indie bloc leaders who has helped her and has been behind her. Yesterday, also the top breaking that we are getting and understanding that Akhilesh is going to be here tomorrow in the state. He is also going to meet the chief minister and there can be conversations that can take place. So that is a new update that we are getting to understand as of point of now, where the indie bloc member Akhilesh Yadav will be here to meet Mamata Banerjee.
Right, stay on with us, Rita. Let me go across to my colleague Shivam as well. Shivam, on one hand, the Bharatiya Janata Party is getting ready for the grand oath-taking ceremony because for them, the moment in Bengal is historic. But then they've got another problem, with in front of them, the Defiance by Mamata Banerjee, wherein she herself has declared that why will she really resign as the chief minister? Because according to her, she has not lost these elections.
Well, we have covered a lot of elections, and normally the dates between the results and the oath-taking ceremony are normally considered as cooling off periods for the political parties, because then the series of congratulatory messages starts the way it happened today in the morning as well by the senior TMC leaders. Then invitation goes to the outgoing chief ministers, the opposition parties, that you are invited to the oath-taking ceremony, and then we together celebrate the mandate of the people that have come in. But what we are seeing in West Bengal is totally opposite to it. While it is considered to be a cooling off period, currently the political heat is only intensifying. The allegations are only intensifying. And as you rightly mentioned, on one hand side, we are seeing Amit Shah, the Home Minister, being appointed as the observer.
Right. So I'm just interrupting you there. Request you to please stay on with us. We have Bharti Ghosh of the Bharatiya Janata Party joining us on the broadcast as well. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. Your first reaction to what Mamata Banerjee has said. According to her, she's not going to tender her resignation because according to her, she's not lost this election in Bengal.
This is a very outrageous statement, a violation of the constitutional obligation and the constitutional duty which she has to resign after accepting the people's mandate. It is very surprising that an experienced politician like her would now refuse to accept the people's dictum, the mandate. And as you know, that she had every option to walk out of the election, to boycott the election if she was unhappy at the initial stage, and then ask for recounting, repolling, or maybe approach the higher courts. None of the options were taken. She wants to have a nasty fight on the streets. BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party, is aware of what has happened all throughout these years, the threat, the intimidation, the appeasement, the fear, the horror, and the Bharatiya Janata Party is prepared to fight in a democratic way, in a constitutional way. She has to resign. It is only a matter of time before her own party members convince her not to take the course of unconstitutional path. So it is only a matter of time. She can't hold on.
All right. So BJP, they're saying it's ready to fight in the most democratic manner. Bharti Ghosh, appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. We're also joined on the broadcast by Ujjwal Nikam, senior advocate. Thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now, Mr. Ujjwal Nikam. Your first reaction to what Mamata Banerjee has said. She has declared that she's not going to step down because according to her, she has not lost elections. She's not ready to accept people's mandate.
It is very surprising that a senior politician like Mamata Didi has made such statement without knowing what would be the consequences of such state. Firstly, let me tell you very frankly, this has never happened in the history of India. And no politicians had taken such a step. Of course, there are the legal ways, legal means to challenge the verdict if at all, if any person is aggrieved. But without recoursing to such provision, she is making a statement she is not going to resign. It means that she would like to work as a chief minister. This is nothing but you are instigating your workers. You are abetting that you do commit the crime because she's not accepting the democratic election process. So I think the constitution is very clear on this aspect, and I think Mamata Didi should adopt a wise step. I can understand because of the age, perhaps.
Legally, Mr. Ujjwal Nikam, can you help our viewers understand what can really happen in a situation like this? Are we staring at some kind of a constitutional crisis here? I mean, what can happen next? What ideally should happen in a scenario like this legally?
Let me tell you very frankly to your viewers also that if CM is not going to refuses to resign, the governor is empowered to intervene. And if she tries to attend the CM office, then perhaps that will be a monarchy. And I think perhaps she must have lost the mental balance at present because of the results of the election, which their party had never expected. So I think I must appeal to Didi. Didi, you should give a very good example before the public at large. We are the democratic people. We are to follow the democratic process. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Nikam. Hina, we are also joined by Mr. Mrityunjay Tiwari of the RJD. RJD is obviously in alliance with the TMC, part of the larger India alliance. Mrityunjay Tiwari ji, Mamata Banerjee ने कहा है कि वो इस्तीफा नहीं देंगी.
हेलो
जी, आवाज आ रही है आपको?
जी.
ममता जी कह रही है कि वो इस्तीफा नहीं देंगी.
ममता दीदी ने क्या कहा है, किस संदर्भ में कहा, हमने अभी नहीं देखा है उनका बयान.
मैं आपको बता देता हूं, संदर्भ यही था कि चुनाव में बीजेपी जीत गई है, 200 से ज्यादा सीटें आ गई हैं. उन्होंने कहा कि ये 100 से ज्यादा सीट चोरी हुई है, ये SIR के वजह से हुआ है, इलेक्शन कमीशन के साथ मिलकर बीजेपी ने किया, इसीलिए मैं रिजाइन नहीं करूंगी.
अब उन्होंने कुछ कहा है तो इसका जवाब तो अब उन्हीं के प्रवक्ता पार्टी के देंगे ना.
नहीं, उनके प्रवक्ता तो देंगे. उन्होंने ये भी कहा, ये कहते कहते कि जो इंडिया अलायंस के मेरे पार्टनर्स हैं वो मेरे साथ हैं. तो क्या आप लोगों की इस बारे में कोई बातचीत हुई है? क्या तेजस्वी जी वहां जाएंगे, समर्थन करेंगे इस बात का?
अभी उन्होंने जो बातें कही है इसको हमने सुना भी नहीं है, देखा भी नहीं है. पार्टी नेतृत्व
ठीक है, तो फिर we'll have to let you go. Mr. Mrityunjay Tiwari is not even aware of what Mamata Banerjee has said. Thank you, sir, for at least trying. So, Hina, you know, Akhilesh Yadav, like a reporter was saying, will be in Kolkata tomorrow. This is a show of solidarity by Akhilesh, and I'm sure as the news travels, the other leaders of India Alliance will also pick up the phone, if not visit Mamata in person. But what are we staring at? The fundamental question is people who, you know, held a copy of the constitution and said the democracy is under attack, Samvidhan khatre mein hai, and that we are Samvidhan saviors. The most undemocratic thing to do is to insult the mandate, to defy the mandate. And that is at the heart of the conversation we are having now and which we will have till Mamata puts in her papers. Because you see, like Navita was saying, a process was initiated. She was the caretaker chief minister. Elections were held. And if she has any problem with the results, the way to go about it is to go to courts. You can't say that I'm not going to resign because, you know, she may be a free bird, like she said, I'm a free bird after elections, but there are still constitutional obligations. You're not entirely free of it.
Absolutely. And now the situation is quite, grim for the, BJP also in the state of West Bengal, because Mamata Banerjee clearly has made it clear that she's not going to tender her resignation. So we are definitely looking at least some kind of crisis before we see the grand oath-taking ceremony that BJP has planned. Stay with us. We have Mr. R. Rajgopalan, senior journalist, also joining us on the broadcast. Sir, thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. Mamata Banerjee has said she's not going to resign. Your first reaction?
My point is Mamata Banerjee should abide by the constitutional requirements, and moreover she said she is going to call the India leaders to Calcutta tomorrow. My question is, M.K. Stalin having got defeated, he has already resigned. Mamata Banerjee should take clue from Mr. M.K. Stalin. Second thing, Pinarayi Vijayan also resigned. He also got defeated. Mamata Banerjee, not only she lost the seat, she lost the 100 seats. Therefore, she should resign. Anyhow, tomorrow Mr. Amit Shah is going to Calcutta. It will delay the process. But even if you dismiss the government, it has to come to Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Therefore, that route the government like to avoid, and the government may approach Supreme Court for constitutional verification, and Supreme Court may direct Mamata Banerjee to resign. Because it should not come into Parliament. BJP might play politics in this. Mamata Banerjee is a mercurial woman. And I would like to say to your viewers, on the day of Atal Bihari Vajpayee getting administered as a oath of office as Prime Minister, she also took oath. But she took oath, and instead of coming to Atal Bihari Vajpayee, she went to Sonia Gandhi. So she is a mercurial woman. She does not know what she does. Therefore, tomorrow, if she is going to be sitting on the constitution pretext on a hunger strike, I think, is a very dramabazi. She should stop this.
All right. You're calling it dramebazi, something that she should stop. Thank you very much, Mr. R. Rajgopalan. Appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now and sharing with us your perspective. My colleagues are also tracking the story very, very closely from the ground. We have Hridita, Shivam as well as Mohit live with us right now. Mohit, to you first. We just heard Mr. Ujjwal Nikam say that if a chief minister in a situation like what we are seeing right now refuses to resign, then the governor can intervene. Can we expect anything from the governor in this regard? Have we heard anything from the governor office on what is going to happen next?
Well, as of now, the governor office has not said anything. But yes, as Ujjwal Nikam was saying, according to the constitution, if you lose an election, then you have to let go of your position, let go of your CM post. But then when that is not happening, we are surely looking at a constitutional crisis. Now, BJP Hina has been maintaining that they have won the elections and it's the time for Mamata Banerjee to go. But when we see, and BJP also says that when they win elections, the EVMs are right, the process is right, the central forces are working properly. But then when it comes to losing elections, they raise such kind of issues. But then this seems to be unprecedented given the fact that we have seen the opposition party leaders losing elections and then they go and they tender their resignation. And similarly, that has happened in Tamil Nadu. M.K. Stalin has tendered his resignation.
Mohit, I'm just interrupting you there. Please stay on with us. We have PDT Achari joining us on the broadcast. Okay, we'll go across to him in just a bit because it's important to also get views of constitutional experts in a situation like this. What can really happen? One sense we got from Mr. Ujjwal Nikam Shivam, is of course that, the governor can really intervene. But so far, there has been no communication from the governor's side on this particular issue. We have my colleague Shivam live with us, and he's joined by a guest also. Shivam, over to you.
So currently we have been joined by Mr. Tathagat Roy. He served as a former governor of Tripura, Meghalaya and Arunachal Pradesh, and who better than him to understand right now the discretion that the governor has at this particular point of time. So thank you so much for speaking to Times Now. You must be aware about it. The outgoing CM, Mamata Banerjee, has refused to resign now, especially after the mandates that have come in. So please tell our viewers that what are the discretions of the governor and how the legal proceedings will take over from here.
In fact, the governor does not have to exercise any discretion now. On the 8th, if I'm not mistaken about the date, on the 8th of May, the assembly will lose its currency. The assembly would have lived for 5 years and thereafter the assembly will die. Therefore, at that time, the mantle of governance or mantle of administration will pass on to the governor, or president's rule actually. President's rule will take place. Even, if the governor does nothing, still Mamata will cease to be the chief minister. Is she not aware of these things? She definitely aware of these things. I think she's completely taken leave of her senses. I can't make out this kind of a behavior on the part of the incumbent chief minister who has been chief minister for 3 terms. She is saying such outlandish things. I just can't make out any sense out of it except that she has taken leave of her senses.
So do you also think that these are, violating the constitution principle that have been set up by the constitution when it comes to, abiding by the mandate of the people? Is this not the violation of those principles and norms right now?
See, if someone has lost her marbles, then what does constitution matter to him or her? What does the whole world matter to her? What does the sky, water, anything matter to her? If she has gone bonkers, this is what I think has happened.
So since you said 8th of the May is the day when the assembly loses its tenure, we are supposing even after that if she refuses to resign, which is quite possible seeing what have happened now, like what is it? The governor calls for the highest party to come and
yes.
How is the proceedings happening?
Yes, the governor will call the party which has got the majority in the assembly to come and take oath.
Take oath on that.
Yes. And of course, this is one thing that I can say only from theoretical knowledge. No such occasion has ever arisen in India. In democratic India, a lot of people have alleged that the elections were rigged, that the elections were not proper, ballot boxes were looted, etc., etc. But in no case I have heard that an incumbent chief minister, after having lost herself and her party in the elections, is still saying that I will not resign.
So, you're listening to the former governor who has, seen all these things happening, who has served as a governor of the 3 states, and he is also saying that it is unprecedented. These are the provisions of the constitution, but these are just for, for extraordinary times when the CM refused, and he has also never in his life seen that any CM has refused to resign even after the mandate and not respecting the mandate. He himself has spoken and said that yes, there have been times when there have been allegations, political allegations of rigging and not accepting the mandate, but not refusing, which is a constitutional norm, is something which he has also never seen. He has said that after 8th of May itself the tenure expires and then the governor has a discretion to invite.
Shivam, stay on with us. Waris Pathan is joining us on the broadcast as well. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. Your first comment on what Mamata Banerjee said a short while ago. She has declared that she's not going to resign because according to her, she has not lost the elections.
Well, frankly speaking, madam, I haven't listened to what she has said, but what I got to know through your channel and through you is that the elections mandate is already there. It's the people's mandate. The people have voted, and somebody has won, she has lost. Now, what is the constitutional things which are to be taken into consideration? What she has to say, what she's doing, and how we go ahead. But everything will have to be governed because the country is governed by the constitution. Everybody has to follow the constitution and the rule of the law. So whatever the law says, it will be followed by everybody. And the people's mandate, I think we all should accept the people's mandate.
But it seems not ready to accept people's mandate, and that's the reason why she's claiming that she hasn't lost. She says that BJP has stolen the election with support of the Election Commission. Mr. Varis Pathan? All right, I think we've lost that line, but that was the first reaction from Varis Pathan of the AIMIM, and this is going to be our big focus ahead as well. For now, slipping into a very, very short break. We'll be back with lots more. Stay with us.